Welcome to the Ben Mala podcast, where Ben Mala and the crew are going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmala.com/shop. Today we have an issue, so you're going to have to click advanced and load the website because we have some security issues. But the website
We don't have
works.
security issues. We have Dumb Pollock forgot to renew our website issues, I think. That's the
Okay.
truth, right?
I don't control that part.
You don't control. You control everything.
Not the website.
Not the website.
So, anyways,
Well, you
but
should.
that's what I'm working on. So that's what I'm setting up today. Anyways, but we
Who's
also
got a
have all the
Polish
links for
cheese?
the show, the Life for Sale live show. They're in the links are in the video description. So if you want to book the room, if you want to come to the show, or you want to zoom in, links are in the video description.
All right. So if you want to send in a call, what do they call them?
Fast pass.
You need a fast pass? Go to our website, bypass the stuff that says don't go forward. Go forward. It's safe, right?
Yes.
Get a pass, call us in. All right, be part of this. I ain't here by myself sitting with Aaron. I sit around with Aaron all the damn time. All right, get a call in. Let's go. And listen, I don't understand, but we only got 2 weeks left. 2 weeks, baby, to come hang out with us in our hotel and support us. Why are you supporting us? Because we need support. Charity, baby. We got empty rooms. Come on down. Stay in my hotel. Let's hang out. You want to see my mortgage payment this month? It's double. So I try to help people. Come help me. Anybody got something to say?
All the cars are going to be at the event.
What?
That's
You
that's what
can't
we're
even drive
doing.
a car without a legal driver with you.
Legal
I'll
passenger.
bring the big rolls at least. I'll tell you that. We'll bring the big rolls. We'll hang out. We'll have a great time. And you'll be supporting someone that hopefully you like. There you go.
Everybody's asking about the Hurricane Ian.
What is she saying now? What do you got to say, Carla?
Hurricane Ian. We're just thinking about Naples and Fort Myers and all the people who got hurt.
All right. I feel very bad for them. Okay. I'm sorry. And, I hope it all gets straightened out really quick. All right. But Eon only peoned us. He came in with a bunch of wind and he pissed a little, some rain showers. And luckily we didn't get hit too hard. So this house, I guess, was made pretty well. Yep. But man, we did pull in all the furniture. Anyway, what do you want to do? Hurricanes are the least of my goddamn problems right now. Okay, I can only worry about what I can control, But unfortunately, I can't even control what I got to worry about. Interest rates are double. Okay, and it's driving me nuts. Stock market looks like crap. That's driving me nuts. I hate losing money, and right now I'm losing money because if you ain't making money, you're losing it. What else? Do we got any callers? Anybody
We
chatting in
do.
tonight?
We have the
Sitting
first
We
here
actually
in
do
a
have.
freaking aftermath of a hurricane.
But they're not ready.
They're not ready. Okay. We do have the first super chat of the night. Thank you, Chad Lumen. Appreciate the super chat. Is it a good time to be a insurance adjuster in Fort Myers right now? Do they really make bank?
Listen, I'm sure there's already a bunch of adjusters, if you're already an insurance adjuster, yeah, it's a good time to get your ass down there, because people, let me tell you something, I believe in private adjusters, okay? Does everybody know what a private adjuster is? Raise your hand if you don't know what a private adjuster is. All right, a private adjuster is like you're hiring a hired gun, all right? If you do have damage to your property, let me tell you something, insurance company, some are good, some are bad, some are whatever. The point is this. When you're negotiating a claim with an insurance company, you really should have a private adjuster, especially if it's a sizable amount, okay? Because the adjuster's the expert. He knows what he can get out of the insurance company. He knows how far he can push the envelope. The one thing that they always say, bullshit, I don't care if I can get it done cheaper than the insurance company's paying me. You know why? Because they ain't paying for my pain and suffering. All right? Pain and suffering when your property gets damaged, it's a traumatic experience. All right? And they don't pay for all the time you got to put in dealing with people and getting it fixed. And they ain't got to deal with all the other shit. So, they should pay you a premium above what it costs to repair it. But that's why you have insurance. Ensure that I'm okay physically, financially, and mentally. But, I believe in insurance and justice private. They're going to get a percentage of it, but normally they know how to get more money, so it's covered in a percentage. What else?
We're also doing a $5. Oh, never mind. No, you're good. You're good. We have the first caller of the night. What's up, Terry?
We have a caller. He broke through what do they call it? The wall. Hey, what's up?
I cannot hear you.
What does he say?
Look, read
Puck
it.
Putin?
Yep.
Puck Putin. Puck
Cannot
Putin.
hear you.
All right, turn your mute off and do something. What do you got?
There you go.
Hello from Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah,
How are you? How can we help you? What did
I
you
spent
say?
I just spent 6 months in Ukraine,
Uh-oh.
and I was watching you all the way there.
You were
Oh,
watching
wow.
us in Ukraine. As if things weren't bad enough, you wanted to watch me too?
Well, I'm half Polak, half Ukrainian, so I don't know what's worse.
I don't know, but I work with a Polak, and I'd probably trade him for a Ukrainian. But I mean,
Well,
what do you,
if you need a,
how'd
if
you
you
make
need
it
a,
out? How did you get out?
if you need a Ukrainian adopted son, I'm available.
All right. Well, I don't know if I can handle a Ukrainian and a Polak, but what's up? How you doing? You made it out alive? You made it out
I
all
did make
right?
it out alive. Yeah, I had a couple close calls, but I made it out.
What were you doing over there, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I went over to actually bury somebody. They died in Detroit, and they were originally from Ukraine. And I went over to bury them, and I got stuck there. I was supposed to leave 3 days prior, and
You took a dead body from Detroit to Ukraine?
yes,
They got enough bodies over there. You were bringing more from the United States, but all right. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry for your loss.
thank you.
So you're back here. What do you live here now?
Yeah, I'm originally from Detroit, and I'm living in Detroit at the moment.
Oh, okay. Very good. So what's going on?
So, due to the refugee crisis, I was helping a lot of refugees over there because I have my vehicle over there, and I was helping a lot of refugees get across the border into Poland, and there's about 100,000 to 120,000 new refugees immigrating into the United States. And I have a couple of properties that I'm looking at that I'd like to get some
House
hard money lending.
You want to house them?
Yes, and it's good because they'll have jobs, they'll be able to pay their rent. Plus, the government might subsidize and assist if they apply for HUD housing.
Well, you know what I would do. I mean, if you think you really can have access to all that, to start off, you probably want to just buy the cheap. Where are you at?
In Detroit.
Detroit, you can take a rough neighborhood and turn it into a little Ukrainia, but
Yes.
you can buy it cheap. And anyway, coming from Ukraine, I don't think they'll mind the action that's going on in Detroit. But you could buy. I would probably try to look out for a small, shitty mom and pop hotel and fix it up, and start off with rooms and then give them, whatever you can for mostly single people, not families. But if you have any single people or couples, and they need housing, maybe you can take a nice hotel room, you put a nice microwave in there, convection oven type microwave, you put in a nice sized fridge. I mean, I'm actually thinking of taking all my, looking for cheap hotel rooms and just not even making them into multifamily, just put a decent way for them to cook and, make it a nice studio. I mean, that's what I would do if I was you.
Well, there's actually probably about, I got a directory of about maybe 1,000, 1,500 that actually came to Florida, and some of them are looking to work in hotels or in the retail sphere.
All right. Well, tell them to come apply at the Sheridan, 4 Point Sheridan in Tampa and Holiday Inn in Tampa.
We can
All
do
right.
it. We can do it.
If they hurry, they can get hired maybe, and they can be there for the show that night. But yeah, I mean, there's jobs everywhere. I think still, still I see a lot of people looking for help. But but if you want to house them and make money, there's nothing wrong with that. You're helping them, you're helping yourself. That's why I always rented a Section 8. I mean, come on, Detroit, you can find some rough places cheap in Detroit you can fix up, can't you?
Yeah, but they would want to obviously be close to work wherever they work as well.
All right. Well, you got public transportation, that's how New York started. You got public transportation in Detroit? I don't know. I never been to
Terrible.
Detroit.
It's bad. It's not walkable or anything. It's
All
terrible.
right. Well, you know, I don't know. Try to, like I said, I don't know. Just find the cheapest real estate you can to make it as habitable, nice as you can, and try to, you know, set it up where you can, you know, if you got the supply. I mean, if you got the demand, all you got to do now is come up with the supply. Okay.
And the funding for all the houses, because now the dilapidated houses, it's not as easy as buying them. You have to submit bids and proposals to the city in order to buy them, and you got to back that up with funding.
All right. Well, you got any funding?
No, that's what I'm looking for.
If
If I had the funding, I wouldn't be in this position. I would have already done it. There was a nice building. It was
listen, if there's a subsidy involved, right? If you can guarantee for sure that the government is going to subsidize their housing, okay, then at least you got something to show that you're going to have some income coming in.
But they haven't initiated that yet, so it's not
That's
actually
the problem, you know.
Yeah.
You got to have stuff guaranteed. If you can guarantee something, it's worth something, you know. And until then, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say, you know, as far as, you know, you're going to have something. If you want, you need to have a private conversation with me and we can talk about your life, where you're going, what you got, what your next move would be. That's what we can do. And if you come to the show on the 15th, you can book a private meeting. So give me a call if you want to talk about what, you know, what you're doing there in Detroit. All right. We'll come up with something.
all right.
All right. Well, good luck to you and stay safe in Detroit. Detroit, Ukraine, about the same, right? Or,
You know, actually, I was safer in Ukraine because there was shootings on the next block over, and I didn't have that when I was in Ukraine.
well, I know Detroit's always been known as a rough town. I mean, I don't know. I didn't mess with nobody from Detroit, I'll tell you that. But good luck to you. And I don't know how to say goodbye in Ukraine, but how do you say it in Polish? He speaks Polish too.
So in Polish, it's do widzenia, and in Ukrainian, it's do pobaczenia.
Okay, same to you. In America, it's adios, amigo.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Well, anyway, he's bringing people. I don't want to even talk about it. It's a sad thing. I don't want to. People will get mad if I say a joke and they take it the wrong way. You know, if I say something like, "Oh, well, this guy's bringing bodies to Ukraine," I mean, they got bodies there. Anyway, I don't know. I feel bad for anybody anywhere in the world that's going through any. I mean, aren't we past all that violence shit? I mean, it's all about money. Why can't all our problems be worked out about money? What do you got?
I don't know.
You don't know. You got nothing?
No, I got some stuff. Shout out Sruli Engelstein. Thank you for the 10. I have no idea what currency that is. That looks like a
cares?
symbol.
It's a
Anyways,
Bitcoin.
thank you for the donation. Shout out Tony. Thank you also for the super chat. That's all the super chats I have right now.
All right, it's going to be a
Were
dead
any-
hurricane night.
Were any-
All right, you got anybody? Listen, I'm going to just tell you right now. I'm telling everybody who's listening, okay? You don't want to call in. You want to sit in chat. The hell with you then. I don't care. I'm trying to help you. But I'm going to tell you right now, even though I'm frustrated as hell because of all the market being down and interest rates going up, but you know, those are the signals now of things going bad. And when things go bad, you got to make them good because you're going to find bad deals that'll eventually be good. So I just got to I'm seeing cap rates going up. I'm looking every day. Okay. And now's the time. If you will thinking about buying a piece of property, now's the time to get in there on the ground floor and start lowballing shit. All right. Don't worry. I mean, what do you care? It ain't costing you shit. Lowball them, write them a damn offer for at least 20% less and see where it goes because that's where the market needs to be corrected right now. Right this minute, the whole market should be in a 20% correction, but it's not.
The worst,
I don't know. The damn stock market is like a 30 or 40% fucking needs to be corrected.
Yeah.
But, you know, right now is the time for everybody to get out there and start making deals or at least get yourself geared up. It ain't going to happen right away. You got to get yourself geared up and you got to start practicing. Well, go out there and practice lowballing shit. So then when the real deal comes your way that you want, you'll be ready to do it because you've been doing it.
Don't be afraid to lowball. The worst thing they can do is reject your offer. It's the worst thing they can do. There's no I don't know. There's no downside to it. I mean, just lowball.
So, you know, and if you ain't got an agent willing to write you offers, then you got the wrong fucking agent. Look at this. I love it when a pack of cigarettes is half full. You know why?
Why?
because you could fit the lighter in it, even a big
Mm.
Bic lighter. And now I don't have to carry 2 things in my pocket. I'm only carrying 1. Look at that. All right.
Then we're gonna put a caller.
We're going to put in a caller. Put in a caller.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you? How
What's up?
are you?
Good. Hey, I actually I've met you before in the past. I used to know Mike Bunos. He was a guy I used to always look to for some advice on stocks and real estate back in the day. And I actually used to own a couple
Mike
restaurants.
Bonus worked for me for 15 plus years.
Yeah,
Aren't
he
you
was
the
a
muscle
really
guy I
good
seen in the
man.
street one day. You're not the muscle guy. No, he was older.
I
He's
still
got a
got some
muscle guy.
muscles over here,
Yeah.
man. Come on, brother.
I don't know. You look like a guy that had all these muscles that came up to me down in down by the beach. So what's up? Yeah, Mike Bonus was a great dear friend and helped me a lot in real estate and stocks and everything for 15 years.
Well, yeah, I was an investor pretty early on, and it was funny because I used to go to your gym over at the Hulk Hogan gym, I guess, back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah, brother.
Yeah, Luke Williams.
Yeah. Crazy guy from is he from New Zealand?
Yeah,
Luke the Bushwhacker. He ran a gym for all the wrestlers. People would come work out. Yeah. All I did was go there and collect the rent.
so over the years, I've definitely wanted to make contact with you. I do a lot of work with title, mortgage, and I do a lot of lead generation. And I was actually I bought some tickets to your event. I invited a couple friends of mine too.
You coming on October 15th?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
I'll
right, bro.
definitely-
We'll be able to hang out. That'd be great. I appreciate it.
Good deal. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate what you've been doing, and I enjoy your show a lot. I thought I'd just kind of call in and say thank you because over the years I've definitely learned a lot just from watching, and just appreciate a lot, man. And the
So
last
what are you
time I
doing
met
right
you,
now, you're working in the title business?
yeah, I work so Clear Edge Title over on 19. I'm actually a partner over there. I do a lot of work.
Them up? Who writes the policies? First American?
Yeah, we do some work with First American.
Most of my title policies didn't come from First American. And you want to know why? You know
Why?
why? Because my lawyer gets me the title insurance.
Gotcha.
And he gets a nice chunk of it. I mean, that's how lawyers make their money. But then again, it's a two-sided coin. My lawyer might make money buying the title insurance because you guys sell it to lawyers cheaper, correct?
Right.
The lawyers get a special price, don't they? So then they make money selling it to using it when they do the deals with their customers. But it's a two-sided coin because yes, he's making money off the title insurance, but he's making up for it on all the legal time he spends on my deals, and he barely charges me any legal fees. So it's kind of like it works out well because you know I'd have to pay that price anyway. So if I'm just buying it through him, it saves me in legal fees.
Right. Well, we started
that?
a company. We started a company.
Did you know that's why lawyers buy title insurance?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you knew that. So I didn't tell you something you didn't know.
Well, I've been pretty deep in the business. I did a lot of real estate investing. The worst investments I made were always in restaurants. I own 3 restaurants, and man,
Because it's a business. It's not real estate. You actually operating the restaurant?
So it's funny because I was an investor for a long time, and then during COVID, I became a cook. If you can believe that.
I can see you spinning the pizza up in the air. Hey!
That was me, man. I was
Let
making
me say
cheese sticks too over on Almerton Road, but I ended up selling those back in October. And so I'm 100% invested back into real estate. Obviously, you know, right now is a weird market for everybody.
It's
But,
time to make deals. It's time to start. People realizing they ain't getting the fucking price they wanted. Interest rates are double. You can't sell a place for 200 a fucking unit. Now it's only worth $150. You know, and they got to realize that shit. And you got to be the one to tell them by making lowball offers. That's the only way the market's going to come down. People, sellers are going to get off their ass. Is when people start making lowball offers. Then the seller's going to realize my shit ain't worth what it used to be worth. That's life. You either want to sell or you don't. That's the way it is. It's life. But
So
I look
a little
forward
bit,
to seeing you, huh?
A little bit off topic here. It's kind of funny. So I've owned a lot of properties on Clearwater Beach, and one of the realtors that I met was Rafal Wazio. And this whole time that I've been watching your show, I thought it was Rafal on the back end, but I guess you have 2 Rafals you're tight with.
Every Polish guy I meet's named Rafal. I don't know. It's like a phony
Fucking
name they use when they
I
come
never
to this
met a
country.
Rafal in Poland. That's the funny part.
Yeah, bullshit.
Seriously,
Rafal.
I've met
You got
5
nobody
Rafals.
named
They're all
Ralph,
here.
Raphael, none of that shit.
No,
No
it's
Ralphs. It's Rafal.
It's a Rafał, actually.
Raffle. Yeah, I like to raffle your ass off sometimes. A fucking website, you gotta go past something because it ain't working. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you on the 15th.
Yeah, you too,
And,
brother.
listen, if you come to this show on the 15th, bring your company's information about the title company. You
Clear
still-
Edge Title,
are you still
man.
doing it? Are you still doing it, right? You still selling
Yeah.
title?
Clear Edge Title on US 19.
Bring your stuff to the show and share it with anybody that comes. You only do title in this area, or can you go outside the area?
We're nationwide. We're in every state.
Well, there you go. So everybody could be a customer that comes to the show.
Absolutely. If you
And
mention it, they'll
everybody
take good
needs
care
a
of you.
friend in the title business. You know, I used to use title companies all the time in California because we didn't use lawyers. I was my own fucking lawyer. But anyway, to make a long story short, the lady that ran the title company was my best friend in the world because I could call her up anytime and ask her a goddamn question. And she protected my ass.
That's
So,
how we
you
are.
know, you need to come to the meeting and bring some stuff to promote your company and your services. If you're willing to talk to people, you'll get business. Believe me.
Oh,
So,
brother,
you know,
absolutely.
come there and make some money. Pick up some customers while you're there. People got
Absolutely.
questions. I'll tell them to talk to you about title. I don't know shit about title. You know,
I
I
appreciate you,
mean,
brother.
shit. I never got past the title in a book. But, you know, so I look forward to seeing you there and we'll talk more and you can promote your company and help anybody. That's what the whole event is about. It's about people getting together, networking, because we all learn from each other, you know, and it's a great night to come around people that are all interested in the same thing, making money in real estate. So, you know, you come down there. If you want, I got the kitchen there. You can cook too if you want. No cooking, you said? All right, I'll let you go.
Hey, I would love to, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all about. Hey, it's all good. I don't care if I'm selling you a mortgage or a title, or if I'm cooking you a cheesesteak. I'll do it all the same. You know,
Listen,
with care. So it's all
You know
good.
what's- to me, about doing business with people, it's a relationship. All right. If you're a guy I know I could call that knows shit that I don't when I got a problem, that means a lot. Okay. So, you know, I hope you come to the show. Or you bought the tickets, you got to come now. Come to
Absolutely.
the show, set up a little area. I'll even give you a little table if you want, and you can set your company brochure or whatever you got there. I can send people you have questions in title. That'd be great. All right.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you
All right,
so
I'll
much.
be looking forward to seeing you.
Hey, you too. Thank you so much.
How many tickets did you get?
I got two. I got one for me and my business partner. We own a lead generation company called CalculatedLead.com, and we're actually in 18 states, but we have 50 clients right now, and it's been an interesting year, but we're definitely building up our real estate network, and we work with some of the best people in Tampa. I work with Nancy Leslie. She's actually probably the person who gave me the confidence to like really get deep into the business, because I had this weird aha moment. Like, she wrote me a check for 15 grand on the spot. And I was like, man, this taught me everything I need to know about sales, because nobody does more business than Nancy. You know, it's just
All right. Well, I'll be talking to you about it on the 15th. I'll be there. All right. I'll see you there.
appreciate
Thanks
you,
for
brother.
calling in. I appreciate it. Take care. Very good. We'll have somebody at the show that knows title.
He name dropped
All
like
right.
4 people.
I don't know any of those people. Oh, I knew Mike Bonus,
Mike
but
Bonus.
he's not with us anymore. But, you know, he looked like a hardworking guy, hustling, making money. He's in title business. He's got a lead business. He owns real estate. I mean, yeah, restaurants, I could have told him, stay the hell out of restaurants. The only person I know who makes money in restaurants is there's a couple of people around here, but my best friend, Frank, he knows what the hell he's
Frank
doing.
Chevis,
Okay.
Baystar
How he
Restaurant
does
Group.
it, I don't know. I guess he's got good people. He's on top of shit. I hate the restaurant business. All right. And if it wasn't for Brenda, who I raised, I wouldn't be in a hotel business, because but thank God I ain't got nothing to do with it. At least her and Happy take care of everything. Because let me tell you, you're not buying real estate. You buy a restaurant and you got to operate that goddamn
It's a
thing. You buy a
business.
hotel, you got to operate. It's a business, and they'll kick your ass. I'm too goddamn lazy to run a business. Carla, what are you doing? Drinking and complaining at the same time?
No, honey. I would just nothing. I would just hear.
Just here, sticking your 2 cents.
we made your
Sticking
favorite.
your 2
Hey,
pesos
tonight
in.
is your favorite
Who?
dinner tonight.
Oh, Paulie came over and made dinner. Why
No,
would he
no,
come
that's
over?
not true. Paulie came over and brought the meat, and I'm the one who's cooking it.
You put it in
Wait,
the
I
oven.
should not
and
say
you
it like
put it in the oven, and you put it on a friggin' clock and a temperature, and you're done. Anyway, yeah.
We're
Why are
doing
we
it
having
fair. We're
steak
doing
2 nights in
prime.
a row? We had steak last night. What the hell are we gonna eat steak again tonight for? And he ate with us. So why would he bring over a big giant prime rib when last night we ate big tomahawk steaks? He can't eat steak every goddamn night, you know, maybe every other night. Anyway, I'll be there when I
Oh
see
no,
you.
sweetheart, because starting on Monday, you will be in a diet. You
Yeah.
will be having salad and chicken with salt and a little bit of pepper. And
Will
that will
somebody
be it.
please give her another drink? Don't you have company?
I do.
Anyway, what else we got? My house has been kind of a
Um,
weird place. I got some people staying here, and they have, I don't know, the power went out, whatever. I got other people here. I got Aaron here.
I'm
What's
always
up?
here. We got some super chats. So shout out James A. Thank you for the $10. He said thank you. We appreciate it too. Shout out Jeffrey Miller. Thank you for the $10. Bought a home for $44K. Currently rented for $750 a month. Tenant pays all utilities. I paid cash. What loan would be my best option? Looking at a 5-to-1 ARM 20-year at 5.5 interest rate.
Take it.
25% down.
Take it. All right. So, if they're going to guarantee that 5.5 for 5 years, or is it 1 year? Which one is it? He's looking at a 5-1 ARM. Must be, I don't know. But, I would ride that interest rate for probably a year and then, maybe worry about, hopefully rates will come down. But, if you bought a house of cash, they're going to probably only give you 80% of its value. You're definitely cash flowing on it. You're getting $750 a month, and all you got to pay is the taxes, and you're probably paying the insurance because they're paying everything else. So, you're getting a good return on your money. You're getting 75 times 10 is 7,500, and another 1,500. You're making $9,000 a year, minus your taxes and insurance. It's probably another, couple of grand a year. You're making $7,000 a year on the 44,000, which is about 19% of your money or 18%. But if you leverage it and go out and get a loan for, 80%, then you'll be making have less money in there. You only have 44,000 and 10% is 4,400. Twice that is 8,800. You'll have 10 grand into the place. You have a loan for 34,000. It's a good deal. You'll be getting a great return on your investment. Go find 20 more of them now. That's what you got to do, and keep doing it. That's what I did, but I didn't have cash like you. I had to borrow that fucking first deal I did for $27,500. Imagine I went out and bought a property for $27,500, and I needed a loan on it. I couldn't buy it. I didn't have a loan. I needed a loan. Luckily, a broker loaned me the money. He even loaned me the down payment, luckily, for a higher rate. Made sense. He knew I was going to do it, What? You got anything else?
Yeah. Shout out Ryan.
It's a
Thank you
lousy
for the
night tonight.
$10.
You know why? Because we just went
How-
three days of fucking lockdown and a hurricane. So, we're all in like a weird place right now. Listening to the fucking wind blowing, waiting for it to bust through the goddamn window and fucking rain in our
It
house.
was not that bad over here.
The waves
It was
were
not
crashing.
bad.
You should have went out surfing.
I could have.
Yeah, you should have.
Could have taken out the jet ski.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got jet ski here, but you can't get into the back of the house. There's no way.
Get a 4-wheeler.
Oh, now we get this. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
All right. Shout out Ryan. Thank you for the
Let's
$10.
just tear the house down.
How does someone get a property management job? Every company I've seen wants 1 year experience. What companies are good for getting your foot in the door? Thanks, guys.
All right. If you want a property management job and you don't have any experience, it sounds like you don't because they want to see 1 year. Number one, I will tell you a way that almost guarantee you to get in property management, even though it doesn't make sense for some reason. Well, it doesn't, it don't. If you get your real estate license, okay, that'll show them that you're serious. Because believe it or not, you can't own a property management company unless you have a broker's license. But then nobody else has one, and you're just working under that one broker. And he's not doing sales, or maybe he's doing both. But the point is that if you get a license, the thing about it doesn't getting a license doesn't teach you how to sell real estate. It's not like becoming a doctor. In fact, the test has nothing to do with real estate, all right, or selling it. It has to do with doing it, being fair, knowing basic terms, knowing how to calculate stuff. And it doesn't talk about finding comps and all that stuff. So if you get a real estate license, that means you took the principles of real estate course. That will show them that you're very serious. And it's only like one test in every state. Or you go to a biggest complex you can find, the biggest one, and try to go to the highest end one. And go in there, and hopefully, I'm sure if you got at least a high school diploma and you dress nice, Tell them you want a job you're looking for a leasing position. Leasing people are pretty much, is at the bottom in the administrative part of property management. You got your leasing agent, then you might have an accounts manager, then you might have an assistant manager, and then you have your manager. Okay, leasing agent is at the bottom, and that's where you start. I started leasing. I used to lease everybody's fucking properties that I didn't want to do it in Oakland. They were afraid to go to their own goddamn properties. I used to go there. I didn't give a fuck. Give me the keys to the place. I walk in there. I tell the fucking landlord, fix this, fix that, fix this, and it'll be ready for Section 8 inspection. I go advertise for the tenant. I take fucking tenants over. I drive my own goddamn car, whatever it took to lease that place out. But a leasing agent's a great place to start in real estate because it gets you, interacting with people. You're renting an apartment. You're going to be learning about incomes that they have and qualifying them. And, it's great. So leasing, go and apply for a leasing position. They'll give you a shot at it. But look nice because it's all about being presentable when you're dealing with the public and you're trying to sell something. If you got to sell something, you got to sell yourself. I guess that's why I never was good at selling anything. I always had a broker selling it. All right. Very good.
Shout out the sauce. Thank you for the $20. Ben, is $1,850 a month a good deal to rent out a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment in Long Beach, Cali?
I don't know about Long Beach, California.
While he saves to buy his own place.
Oh, I mean, if you got to pay rent for a while, that's what you got to do. You got to have a place to live, and then try to qualify for FHA. If you can afford $1,850 a month, all right, in California and a mortgage, that might get you a couple of $100,000 with your taxes and your insurance, with the rates being what they're at right now. And you ain't going to find probably shit for $250, maybe a condo. I don't know. Especially Long Beach. I don't know Long Beach, but I'm sure it's expensive. But yeah, if that's the cheapest rent you could find and you can't get a roommate or something like that, I don't know your personal situation, Saucy, but, do what you got to do. I don't know. Make sure that there's no cheaper place around. Go on for rent.com and make sure you're getting a good deal. Or if you're willing to sign a 1-year lease with them, ask them to negotiate. Who knows? If they got a lot of vacancies, it might come down to rent. You never know. I would. Shit. But go get qualified to go buy a place. All right? Because the sooner you get qualified, the sooner you can find a place, the sooner you can buy a place, and the sooner you can stop paying rent. Simple. What else? We have a caller. Yes, sir.
Hey, Ben, how are you? Hope you guys are all well after that whole storm came through.
Yeah, we
I'm
have
glad
too
to
much
see
damage. We're going to go out tomorrow, and everybody's going on damage control. We're checking all the shopping centers with fallen trees. And a guy sends me a picture of a Publix. You know what Publix is? A big grocery store. He sends me a picture of the one near me in Inglewood where we own one. At first, I thought it was mine. I said, oh, fuck. And then thank God it said this is the other Publix at the bottom of the picture. So I don't know. We're lucky on the damage, but it's fucking depressing being locked up in this goddamn house for 3 days with the fucking wind blowing. So what's up? What can we do for you?
I'm from New York. I grew up in Queens. I'm in Long Island right now. I have a lot of friends who own some rental properties here in New York. Unfortunately, it's very tenant friendly, and they've all gotten burned by the tenants that they had. Beyond the credit check, what checks do you guys do when renting out, or do you hire companies to rent out properties?
I believe, because I haven't done it for a while, but I believe we have a service that we belong to. And anytime we get an application to rent to somebody. There's a criteria they have to meet, and the company is aware of. They have a certain criteria, but we send in the application. I believe for one fee that we charge the person with the application, we get a criminal check, we get an eviction check, we get a credit report, and I think that's it. And then actually, the credit place will put a score on there, and they might even deny it. And then we can always go back to the person and say, hey, I'm sorry, this service denied you. But we look at them too, I think, and so basically, that's what we do. We have a service that provides all the reports and does it for us. And then, ultimately it's our decision, but, they do the homework for us.
Oh, thank you so much. With Lumen recession, do you think Airbnb at this point would make sense, or do you think that market is going to sort of cave in on itself?
I mean, everything is supply and demand. If there's a demand for Airbnb, then there's just, you supply it. There's a lot of places you can't do Airbnb, okay? There's a lot of places that don't even permit it. But, I mean, it's just like any other type of real estate. You got to have a demand, if you're going to supply it. And what you do is you do your homework. Are there any other Airbnbs around? Are they making money? Go look at trying to rent one of them. How booked are they? Do your homework on the area and see what's hot for Airbnb. Long Island, Queens, you said you're in Long Island.
I'm in Long Island. I'm in Huntington.
Long Island.
Yep.
Where in Long Island?
Huntington, right border of Suffolk County.
Okay, I never went past Nassau County. It was hard enough getting into Nassau. I didn't want to go any deeper. But I mean, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to wait for the dip. The housing market price here is completely insane. They haven't come down yet.
Listen, you got to look for the shit that's going stale on the market. You can create the fucking dip if you want. Literally, you could. If you find a property that you like and you think you want to own it and it's too fucking expensive, go fucking lowball him. What do you got to lose? If he's been sitting around for 2 or 3 months, he ain't sold his shit. Better he gets your offer than he must not have got any offers he wanted, or else it would have been sold. So anything on the market over 30, 60 days, make a move on them. You don't know their situation. They might be desperate. They got to get the fuck out. I mean, I had a deal. I saw something pop up on my computer today and it looked too good to be true. And it might be. I haven't driven it yet. But the person that owns it has an opportunity that they need to jump on in another state. The broker said, and I believe him, they need that money now, or else they'll miss their opportunity. So that's when, they're in a vulnerable position. He wants $700,000. I offered him $5 million. I mean, I'm sorry. You want the money tomorrow? That, whatever. That was my benefit. But now's the time to lowball, and it's good practice anyway. What do you got to lose by lowballing something, you would buy if they sold it for the right price?
I appreciate it, Ben. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for the call. You coming to, hey, New York, come to Florida. You coming down on the 15th, got the airport. We'll pick you up at the airport. We have a shuttle that picks you up at the airport, brings you to a hotel. You get a 2-room suite. You coming? No.
I will zoom in. Unfortunately, I can't.
All right, zoom in. Zoom in. We don't want no goddamn New Yorkers in there anywhere. New Yorkers, you know why I don't get along with New Yorkers?
Why?
Because they're smart. I got to double think when I talk to a New Yorker. You're always thinking because they're in a rat race and all the rats are trying to go after the same piece of cheese. I couldn't wait to get the hell out of New York. And then the politics suck because the idiots run everything. It's like California. All the people that never worked a fucking day of their lives, they're telling everybody else how to live with all these fucking rules. Let people take care of themselves most of the time, and that's how people will grow and improve in life. You keep fucking helping everybody and protecting everybody, they're never going to fucking think on their own and grow. So, we should supply services to people who need it, but don't let need become a greed, whatever that means. What else you got?
Let's see. Shout out Brian Gonzalez. Thank you for the $5. What should be the best way to find a duplex/triplex? How would you know it's a good deal? Thanks, man.
Listen, Brian Gonzalez, it's simple. You get an agent, all right? The best way to find them is to go to the market where people are selling them. All right? Go online, call an agent, say, hey, draw a circle on a map. All right. And say, okay, give me a printout, which will take them 5 fucking minutes. Give me a printout of everything in a multiple listing service. That's 2, 3. And if I was you, I'd look at 4 if you can afford it. Show me every 2, 3, and 4 unit property on the market for sale right now in this area. That's where you start. And now you got the fucking market sitting in front of you. Then you have to go through each fucking listing and say, okay, this guy's nuts. Let's make him an offer for 20% less. All right, this neighborhood sucks. His apartments are too small. He ain't get enough rent. Then you go through and you narrow it down to the ones that you think have potential. But the first thing you need is the data and know who's selling. All right, so go get an agent and tell them to get online and get you all the information you need. And then when you find the ones you like, let them comp it and make sure you get a good deal and look at the rents. Can you raise the rents? Can you fix it up? First, find a goddamn deal. Make sure the numbers work. And how would you know if it's a good deal? That's step 2. First, go find it. Then come call us next Thursday, and I'll tell you how to fucking make sure it's a good deal. But find the deals. If it's a good deal, basically it's got good rents or the ability to raise the rents, or it needs a little fixing up. You know, that's a good deal. It's all numbers. How much money's coming in and how much is going out. That's all that matters. And what are you left with after you pay all your bills?
All right, shout out Bartolome. Thank you for the $5. How low do you think the market is going?
I almost thought he was trying to make a joke and say something stupid like, I don't want to say. All right. Anyway, what did he say? How low you think market is going? How low can it go? Which market? The stock market? The real estate market?
Real estate market.
I mean, how low do you think the market's going? It's got to go down. We already been at the height. It's all numbers. The numbers have to make sense. All right. So it has to, I think it should correct about 20% to make it, you know, where you have opportunity. Everybody that wants, you know, I'm starting to see the cap rates go up. Everything that was like, I'm starting to see 7s popping up there more and more. You know, so I don't know. That's the only market is needs to what? Not talking about interest rate market. They ain't going low. Ain't talking about the stock market. I don't know how low that's going to go. That's another market. You know, I don't know. The stock market's like that's like playing a fucking slot machine. That's what I think.
All right. Shout out K Sheaf. Thank you for the $4.99. If I'm buying a property every 3 months for $20K down, what's the best bank to work with?
Any bank. Well, number one, you know, if you probably when you only putting $20K down. If I'm buying a property every 3 months for $20K down, all right, you know, start with the smaller local banks, okay? Because the small local banks, they like to work within their area, okay? They feel comfortable in their neighborhood. So, because they know people in the neighborhood. So I always started with the smaller banks first, you know, and you got to develop a relationship. You know, you got to, you know, do a loan with them, you know, and then once you do the first loan and you're good, then they're going to want to loan you more. Okay. So, you know, you need to develop a relationship and get a loan with somebody. I would try locally, you know, and basically the proof's in the pudding. You get one shot, and if you pull it off and you do it right and everything works out and you're paying them, everybody's happy. There's no reason why a bank won't keep loaning your money. That's what they're in business to do. So start with a credit union if you have to. Start with anybody, you know, whatever financial institutions around you.
Hey, man. Hey, Aaron.
Okay. Pass to get a call. Yeah, sir.
How y'all doing?
Remember this guy? Yeah, he's got his fancy glasses on today.
I don't have the expensive one like you, but I'll get up there.
What's up, Pablo?
It's Andy. But
Andy's not Spanish. You got a Mexican flag behind you, don't you? Or is that the Marines? What is
Mexican,
that?
Marines. Oh,
I don't know. It looks like an eagle in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
like the
Mexico.
Mexican Marines. Were you in the Mexican Marines? I didn't even know Mexico had Marines.
That's the flag.
Yeah, but what's in the middle? Looks like the Marine thing.
No. But
Mexican Marines.
no.
All right. It's called the Salsa Division. What's up? What's up? You coming down October 15th? You hanging out in Tampa?
Can't do it. I'm gonna zoom in.
Can't do it, man. Can't do it, man. I got duty to go to.
I got you last time.
I appreciate it. So what's going on? You make any money this week?
No, just at work, sadly.
What kind of work you do? I forgot. Is it legal?
I'm a cook. I'm a cook for the hospital. I feed the patients.
You're a cook for the hospital. That's good. That's a very important job.
We had that.
But then again, everybody in the world, I've never known anybody in the world that's ever said the hospital food was any good. But you're not going to take the blame for that, are you? All
Well,
right.
they don't let us put any salt or any seasoning on that because
No
of the
salt, no seasoning. You're a Mexican cooking with no seasoning? You should be ashamed of yourself.
The rules. I can't do that.
You go to jail for that. If you took away my wife's seasoning, she'd probably, I don't know, she'd go crazy.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Well,
What's
like
cooking?
the last time I was talking to you last time, I found out the minimum square footage I needed for my house in order to subdivide it, and they said I only need 7,500 square feet to that I need to maintain this house, so I can basically sell like 2 acres. But they said it has to be it's going to be medical and mixed use only. That's the problem.
Mixed use?
Mm-hmm.
What are you mixing it with? What did they say you got to mix it with? No
This is
residential
like
in there or what?
like building. That's really all it is. Just they
No
said,
residential?
yeah.
All right, so cut that goddamn 2 acres off, put a big fat sign on there, for sale, baby. 2 acres, or can you split the 2 acres up into smaller pieces?
They said I can. Yeah.
How many?
basically,
What's the
here,
minimum? What is the minimum that you can have a separate lot for there?
It says 2 1 acres. That's what they told me.
You can split it in half and have 2 1 acres. I would put a big fat sign up there. For sale, 1 to 2 acres, and put your phone number. That's what I would do. Or talk to a broker in the area that sells land. You know any land brokers in the neighborhood?
No, but like for example, there's actually one land like literally like on the highway, which is like a minute from me. It's right on the highway. It's 4.4 acres, and it's selling for 2 million. But it's been on there for a while, so I'm assuming he would take like $1 million for it. But that's still like 200,000 an acre, which is a lot.
Listen, you don't know until you try, okay? And you got nothing to lose by getting a value of opinion. It's called a broker's opinion. Is there a broker's name on that sign, or is it somebody trying to sell it themselves?
That's a broker sign.
Well, call them up and ask them. It ain't gonna, cost you nothing to call a guy up and say, hey, I got a couple of acres here that I could parcel off of my house. And the county said it could be 2 1 acre parcels or a 2 acre parcel. What is it worth? That's all you got to do. Call him up and ask him. He'll know. That's his business.
Mhm.
And then if he tells you some great number and he wants to list it, then let him.
Yeah,
Or
just my
try
dad.
it yourself.
It's convincing my dad at this point. He said he wants to wait until it's like fully commercial. I'm like, you're really gonna wait and like depend on the county to actually do that? That's kind of dumb. But that's just
Well, the problem is, and I'm older too. The problem we make is we wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to just make a move. If you're making a move in the right direction, I mean, what is he? If he was told tomorrow that somebody would give him $400,000, all right, if somebody he'd be told, would he be happy?
Hell yeah, he would. That's what I'm saying. Like actually,
So
like
all you got to do is find that happy number he would be at. What number would he be happy? Would he be happy with 3? Find out what would make him happy, and that's your target. Now go out and find if it's really worth that. Then you can put 2 pieces together. That's what you got to do. Go find out what it's worth. Go find out what number your daddy will swallow, and there you go.
yeah,
That's what you got to do. What are you waiting for?
you're right. I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I wake up. I'll do that. Yep, I got
What's
you.
the broker's number? You know the broker's number?
Yeah, it's on my phone. It's on my photos. I have it
There
on.
you go. You're a smart guy. I was just saying, take a picture of it. There you go. So call the guy up. Where are you at right now?
Monroe, North Carolina. It's 40 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina, on the highway.
What time is it?
It is 7.
7?
Yeah.
Man, I would send him a text at least and tell him, just to get the ball rolling. You send him a text, say, hey, I got these 2 acres at this address. What do you think it's worth? Simple. I bet you he'll respond because he'll smell a commission. All right? That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So when you get off the phone with us, text him and give him the address and tell him you got 2 acres there. What's it worth? Simple question.
All
And
right.
then and then you go, and then while you're waiting for that, go find out. All right, Poppy, you said it's your father, right?
Yeah.
All right, you go. They call him Poppy. What do you call your dad?
No,
Dad?
say that are Puerto Ricans. I just say pa or just yeah.
Pa. You call him Pa?
Mhm.
Pa. See, the Puerto Ricans got to add on. Papi. They ain't satisfied with Pa. We Puerto Rican. We got Papi. All right, so go to your Pa and say, all right, seriously. All right, does he take you serious?
Yeah.
All
mean-
right, so you go to him and you say, listen, Dad, seriously, or Pa, what would you take tomorrow if somebody wrote you a goddamn check for that land? And find out what he said. What's realistic. So you know what you're working at. Now you got both angles. You got the broker telling you what it's worth. You know what your father will take. And, and hopefully you'll make a marriage and then everybody will live happily ever after.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate the help, man. And just to let you know that event, that's crazy how like the event they had like a shuttle to the airport to your hotel, because when I had to rent a car and everything, man, it's
Well,
gonna save
you came to Fort Lauderdale, right?
Yeah.
I'm not an airport hotel. I wish I was an airport hotel, but I'm not an airport hotel.
How much business did that bring you? Like,
What?
that just because of the shuttle, does that increase the sales a lot, or like?
Listen, if you're an airport hotel, you're that close to the airport, you better have a shuttle to the airport. I mean, because I think it's probably even required by my franchise that I have one, I think, but you'd be stupid not to have a shuttle. I mean, we're talking about, I got hotels that, one's got 260 something rooms. The other one's got almost 300. I mean, I got 560 rooms to fill. Hell yeah, I'll run a shuttle back and forth. It's only a 5-minute ride to the airport. And, that's, this way it relieves all the stress when people get into town. They get their bags, they come outside, they go to a stand in a spot, the bus picks up.
It was stressful. It was stressful driving in Florida. I thought if someone's going to crash into me, they'd be driving crazy over there.
They're crazy over here, This ain't North Carolina. This ain't Mayberry, baby. Hey, but I appreciate it. Get on the text with the broker. Go in there and talk to your father. Go talk to your father and get the deal cooking, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Shout out Jim. Thank you for the $20. Wanted to get your insight on your investing strategy in this recession. Are you buying or holding cash to wait out the recession?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm bleeding like a sieve because my damn interest payment's double because I didn't fix the goddamn rates. So I'm an idiot. I don't even practice what I preach. But all it means recession to me is that prices are going to go up on shit. Are you buying or holding cash? I'm really trying to stash the cash, okay? Because let me tell you, when the shit hits the fan, if you got cash or liquid assets, you got money to protect your ass, So, I mean, you should always go through life with a war chest or build up a war chest in case the shit hits the fan. Then when the shit hits the fan, you got the money. But, cash is always going to be king in my book because you can make quick deals with cash too. But investing right now is very dangerous. You can't overpay for real estate. You got to find a deal. You got to lowball it. If you're in the stock market, hold on because I don't know where the fuck that's going. The safest thing right now I would invest in that's as close to cash with the best return is the tax-free municipal bonds, okay? Because they're climbing up there. I bought some yesterday in the 5s. And they're going to be worth what I pay when the money comes due in 20 years. They're going to give me 5% tax-free, which is like 8% taxable, and it's safe as hell. So, and I can borrow up to 90% of their value. Or maybe, I know I can. Maybe you get 85 or 80. But, so I like muni bonds to invest in. Real estate, you got to make a bargain deal right now. And the stock market could take you for a ride you don't want to get on. All right, what else?
All right. Shout out Josh. Thank you for the $13.99. Ben got $300K cash looking to buy a short-term rental in South Florida. Does it make sense to buy right now? Should I wait? Love your content.
It makes sense to look for deals that have been sitting on the market and not selling. All right? You want to buy something that's going stale because there's somebody behind that deal sitting there waiting to sell and they ain't selling. So, it's right now's the time to look at this shit that's been sitting around, the people that missed the boat, and now you get to come in and hopefully buy it cheaper. But short-term rental in South Florida is not going to be cheap. Depends where in South Florida. I'm starting to see some action in Hollywood. Hollywood, is still got a lot of room to grow, and I think you can try to. I'm seeing prices come down a little in Hollywood. But, anywhere in South Florida is good. Just be careful of the rough neighborhoods because, I don't know, there's some tough neighborhoods in South Florida still. And they ain't cheap. That's the funny part about it. All right, what else we got?
All right.
Is my mic working?
Yeah,
Can you hear me okay? All right, good.
All right. Shout out Mike Sullivan. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out. Hello. Thank you for the $5. Buying a duplex for $112K. It is a HUD. Rent is $14.50 a month. Is this a good deal with 25% down? What should I know to be safe long term?
I mean, if the total rent is $1,450 for both units, which makes sense, and you're only paying $112,000 for it, I mean, you're going to have some cash flow. All right, you should. But the most important thing is you're probably going to have to put 25% down in this market right now because the banks are tightening up. How much is the 75% going to cost you is the big, question here. Because you got $1,450 a month coming in. What's the mortgage? What's the taxes? What's the insurance? Are you going to live in one of the units? I don't think so. If you got 1450 coming in, it's all about how much you got coming in and what it's going to cost you going out. All right. Do not ever do a deal unless you know that. All right. Money in, money out. What are you left with? If you ain't left with shit, then I wouldn't buy this shit because I don't want to own real estate for free. And some people say, well, I'm buying down the mortgage and in 20 years I'll own it. Fine. If that's the way you want to play it, then be my guest. I don't want the responsibility, over the years of owning shit with no cash flow. So check your cash flow. It's all about the cash flow. All right. Sit down with a calculator, figure it out, and then make a decision. You're either making money or you're not.
All right. Bart, thank you again for the super chat. I still didn't get vaccinated. Should I still do it?
What the hell do I know? I'm not a doctor. I got vaccinated a long time ago, but it seems like people are vaccinated, not vaccinated, getting COVID. Some people get it 2 or 3 times. Now it's down to the point where it's just like a flu. Paulie had it, or at least he claimed he had it. Hey, he had it because I tested him over the phone or some shit, I could tell. Anyway, some people lie. They lie. Oh, I think I got COVID. I can't come to work. But no, it's just part of life now. It's just a stronger flu, I guess. And I don't know. The vaccination didn't hurt me. And I haven't had COVID since I got vaccinated, right? So I think COVID stuff. I only got it once. I only got it once.
Yep.
Second time I was just sick without COVID. It was regular flu.
Yeah,
all right. Very good.
All right. Shout out Frank Pizzo. Thank you for the $10. Hey, Ben, buy Agree Realty Corp. Preferred trading, way under par with over 6% yield. Triple net REIT that collected 97% of rents due during the pandemic.
I mean, those REITs are really good if they're run right. That could be a very good REIT. I'll have to look into it. Agree. All I know is I fucked up. I bought Annaly Capital because of the high fucking dividend. And, I shouldn't have because now I'm way fucking down in principal. So, and they were like a mortgage REIT or something. But, I mean, yeah, if you can find a good company like Starwood is supposed to be really good. The guy that bought me out, he's been around forever, paying a really good dividend. And, his stock stays pretty steady, but Agree could be good. I'll look into it. But if it's triple net, that's good because they don't have a lot of management. And they don't have a lot of bills to pay because in the bills they do pay, you normally get paid bill to the tenant. So I'll look into it. Agree. I agree with Agree. You agree? We agree.
All right. Shout out Jeremy. Thank you for the $50.
Epstein.
That's what it said. Anyways, we're making an offer on a condo. We'd live there until we find deals on a SFR. We live in and do short-term rentals. Will buying a condo hurt us in the bank's eyes when making a deal later on SFR, or just keep the cash and not do the condo at all? I don't know.
I mean, condos are no different than, to me, in my world, or what I know is like buying a house too. You can buy a condo for a lot more than a lot of houses cost. I mean, the bank only looks at as long as the condo association is strong and they're not hurting for money and people are paying their dues and the building's maintained, it's no different than a damn, there's $20 million condos out there or more. I mean, a condo is similar in the bank's eyes as a house. Okay. They don't care. I mean, it's just as long as the association is strong, that's all they care about, to my knowledge. But, you're making an offer on a condo. Well, make sure you make the offer for a good deal, because prices are going down or they should go down, and interest is high. So, you should definitely try to, I don't know. It looks like you're paying cash. So I don't know. If you got to pay cash, but, you don't want to finance it. It's up to you. With interest rates being so high, it may make sense not to finance it. I don't know if you got that kind of cash. But what's the difference between owning the condo and still renting something? Is rent going to be cheaper without all the, other strings attached to ownership? Then, you might want to make sure you look at that. But, you're looking for a deal on a single family house, you start making offers. That's what you got to do right now. Look for the ones going stale in the market. What else we got?
Trying to get a caller right
We're trying to get a caller right now. That's what it means when the phone goes.
Yep.
Oh, now I know.
Not answering, is he?
No.
Oh, he is? There we go.
Got a caller.
We have a caller. Time is it?
Hello, caller.
Anyway. Where's he at? Hello, hello. Where you at? You're here. What is VASH? Veterans? Who's administering it? Is it being administered on what level? Who pays you the money? Who's the contact person out here? We had like a local contact within the city or the county. You're not dealing directly with HUD, right? HUD ain't got time for you. Yeah, I mean something like that. I've dealt with a lot of VASH programs now that I remember. Basically, it was run similar and just like the Section 8 program. You had somebody assigned to you that was a representative for that area, and but it was even better with VASH because VASH would supply me the tenants. With Section 8, I had to go out and look for the tenants. The housing authority wasn't supplying them; they were just paying for them. So, I mean, I would definitely meet with the VASH person in your area that you want to do this and make sure that they got a supply of people to house and find out what rent they're going to pay you. You're talking about building? You're talking about building? Wait, what are you going to put there? What are you going to put manufactured housing there? All right, fine. Then you still gotta have sewer hookups. You gotta have power. You're gonna put a pad in, and you're gonna place the unit there. Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna be who's gonna own? You're gonna own it. So how are you gonna have it? Is it gonna be on a real foundation? Is it gonna put it with a? Is it gonna be registered as a piece of real estate, or is it gonna just sit on the property with like tags? All right, you're gonna own the RV. All right. So you want to open up a veterans trailer park. All right. Very good. Hey, they used to, a lot of those guys slept in tents. So might be good. But anyway, the thing is this. Did the city, do you know, number one, what's your land zoned for? Is it zoned to do something like that? Well, industrial. Well, I don't know. It's all about what the city's going to let you do. Whoever the municipality is that governs that parcel. Okay. All right. Listen. It's a great idea, providing number one, you go to the city and you tell them that's what you want to do and they give you permission. All right, that's number one. All right, because without that you can't do shit. All right, so number one, where are you at? Ocala. I don't know. I know Ocala, but go to whoever the municipality is, the city, the county, whoever, over your property, and go to the permitting or whatever department or the zoning department and say, okay, this is my property. I'd walk in there with a, what do you call it if I was you? You got a survey? Walk. No, not with the plan. Forget the plan right now. You tell them the plan. Right now, you just want to find out if you have the makings of the plan. You walk in there with the survey and you say, hey, I got this land. I want to do.
We got lost him. Hold on.
We lost him?
Yep.
He's not
People
part of
couldn't hear him
Ocala.
anyway, so
Yeah, he had the chat. I mean, the viewers couldn't hear him on the video. So
Anyway,
I can do
if
some
he's
super chats for
listening
now.
to us right now,
He got the point.
he got the point. Go to the office, find out if they'll let you do that. Then go to VASH and find out if they're willing to pay you for it, and then do it. Simple.
There you go. That's it. Let's see. Hello. Thank you again for the super chat. Buying a fourplex built in 1979 with 25% down for $220K. Total payment expenses are $1,700 and rent is $2,100, but can be increased to $2,300. Is this a good deal? 5-year fixed, 20-year amortization, 7%, 4 is 2-plex and 4-plex. Did you get that?
No, I didn't get that. He's buying a fourplex. All right. He's putting 25% down, 25% down to
That's a
220,000.
good deal.
All right. 220,000. 10% we know is 22,000. 20% we know is 44,000. Then you cut that 10 and a half to 5. So he's putting about 50 grand into this thing, right? No. All right. Yeah, 50 grand. All right. So he's got 50 grand. He's going to borrow 170. His total payment expenses 1,700. He's got a difference of 400 right now. So he's making $400 on 4,000 a year on 50 grand, which is about 8% on his money. And he can increase it to 2,300. So if he gets to 2,300, and then minus the 17, we'll leave him 6. He'll be up to about 7,000 a year on a $50,000 investment. Well, we all know, ladies and gentlemen, or boys and girls, that on a $50,000 investment, 10% would be, please say the right fucking number, I'll kill you. 10% of 50 grand.
5.
Thank you. Holy shit, I'm ready to hit you. All right. So, you're going to get 7. So that puts you halfway to 10. That puts you about 12.5%, no, 15% return on your money. That's pretty good. If you're happy with that 7 grand a year and you tied up that 50 grand and it's not going to be a lot of trouble for a fourplex, then fine. And then what will happen is once you get those rents up a couple of $100 to 2,300, you increase the value somewhat, not tremendously. $200 a month is somewhat of an increase, but maybe you'll be able to increase them more. Maybe you can fix them up and charge a little more. I don't know. I'm not there. But, it's an okay deal if you got 50 grand to tie up and you're happy with getting 15% return on your money. It's good. I'd do it in my own neighborhood for Aaron or something. Then I ain't going to give him an allowance. All right. What else we got?
Shout out Richard. Thank you for the $10.
Why don't you go out and find a goddamn property where you can make $500-600 a month?
I can.
And then you got a fucking income, and I got to stop giving you money every time you got to go somewhere.
Listen, I can find any property you want to. I do that every day.
We'll see. You ain't look for no little places you took
yes,
on your own.
I actually have.
Show me. You never showed me no. You always show me some big shit you want to buy and flip and all that, like Vincent. Big flippers.
Well, it's because that's the level you were on.
I got 3 sons.
That's the level we're on.
And I got a whale. Luckily, he's a killer whale. All right, what else?
That's the level we're on.
I don't stop. It's so funny. I'm surrounded by all these people around me that work for me, relatives, everybody, because if they're relatives that work for me, I don't stop anybody. And nobody come to me with a deal, and I'll help you. But you got to get off your ass and find a deal and put it down, make sure it makes sense, and put it down in front of me. That's why I don't feel sorry for a lot of people around me. Oh, I live in a big fucking rich house and all this shit and all these fancy cars. I fucking got my ass out there and made deals. Go find a fucking deal. I've never turned anybody down in my life that's taking care of me. If somebody's taking care of me, I'm going to take care of them, believe me.
That's for sure.
All right. Anyway, what else you got?
Anyways, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Shout out Richard. Thank you for the $10. How do you vet tenants for your properties beyond a credit check?
The credit, the criminal is the biggest thing you got to do. All right. And there's a service, I think, that actually checks criminal nationally. I wish Little Ben was here, but, we'll put it out there on. Does he have anything on our website for that? He only has due diligence. He doesn't have tenant screening, does he?
All we have is
I'll find out from a little bit and put it on the website. But he has a certain company that I think checks nationally criminal and there's a credit, criminal. You definitely want to, make sure that they got good, strong employment. All right. They got to prove their income. Everybody gets a paycheck. And if you're self-employed, everybody got a tax return, and then, that's what you got to do. Criminal, credit, verification of income, and you can check references, but a lot of times you got to be careful because somebody's living in an apartment and the guy wants him out. He'll say, oh yeah, he's a great tenant. Meanwhile, you want him to fuck out and you're going to tell me he's a great tenant. You know how many times that happened to me? Motherfuckers, I used to call up a tenant.
We do mention all this.
I call a landlord up and say, hey, the tenant puts you down as their landlord. How are they? Are they good tenants? Oh, they're wonderful. They're great. Yeah, no problems. Meanwhile, he's getting ready to fucking evict them.
Yeah, we do
Dirty
mention this
business.
in the what is it? We have the slideshow too for the show
Come to the event,
on
find out.
benmala.com.
October 15th, Tampa, baby. Pick you up at the airport. Stay in a 2-room suite. 2 bars will be open. We'll be hanging out, having a good time, answering all your questions.
Here we are. Shout out Anthony Baruno for the $100.
All right, Anthony Baruno.
Thank you, thank you.
Baruno. Wait, Buruano.
Bur-
Burano. It's like my wife used to call me Budo.
He said, "Love your page. You remind me of my dad."
Thank you very much. And thank you for the Polish donation. He's definitely getting closer to buying his house if he gets off his ass
There
and
you
finds
go.
it.
That's good.
You know, now he's trying to get qualified. He needs a down payment. He needs sausage.
Crab cakes.
Crab cakes
cake.
now.
I can't believe that people come to this country and they, they
Hey,
just
I've been eating
instantly see what
sausages for like
America's
25 years. I'm good.
Wow.
Now he's eating crab cakes, boy. All right, what else we got?
All right.
He didn't even know what a crab was. The only crabs he knew about were the kind he got from the hookers.
Yeah, they're on TV.
Thank you, that guy. Appreciate the 569. I have a chance to buy my first rental property. What are ways to pay my investor back? They're throwing in 10K.
I mean,
Percentage.
listen, I was on a call today with a guy. This investor stuff is great, but basically they're giving you money and you're doing everything else. So to me, what's really fair to do with investors, instead of making them partners, you give them a more than fair interest rate. I'd much rather give a guy 10% or even 15% on his money than cutting him a big piece of the pie. You want to control most of the pie or all the pie, really. All right. So it's much better to see how much you can afford to give them like a loan, and then have a way to pay them back, whether you're going to refinance it or sell it, whatever you're going to do, have some sort of goal to get rid of them eventually. But in the meantime, when they give you 10 grand, you invest it in the property. If the property's making money, give them some interest on that 10 grand. But, that's the way I would do it. What else?
One sec. Shout out Anthon. Thank you for the $10. Buying a single family 1,500 square foot 3BR and 3 bedroom and 2 bath upstairs. Basement has a 2 bedroom and 1 bath, seeking 1,800 for upstairs and 1,500 for the basement. 3,300 a month and netting 1,400 after paying mortgage. Is it a good or a bad deal?
It depends. Let's see. He's going to net how much? 1,400 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, 1,400 a month. Is about 14 times 10 is 14,000. Add another 2,800 on that, get you about 17,000 a year. Okay, if you're going to collect 17, wait, that's after paying mortgage. Well, I hope there's no other expenses. You still got insurance. You make sure you get taxes.
Yeah, he said he's netting 1,400.
All right, you're netting 1,400 after paying
After
mortgage.
paying
Hopefully,
mortgage,
all the other expenses are added in there too. Anyway, if you're going to make $17,000 a year, it all depends on what are you paying for the property? How much investment do you have? It's getting you that 17,000 a year. If you had 170 grand tied up, getting you 17,000 a year, you're getting 10% on your money. So it sounds like if you're not paying a whole shitload for the house and you got a mortgage, I don't know what the price of the house is. I don't know what your mortgage is. I don't know what your down payment is. So, but if you're netting that kind of money, look at it as what am I getting as a return on the money I got put into it? Sounds like it could be a really good deal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know the numbers. You got to go to Ben Mountain, consult with Ben and talk about it. What else?
Let's see. Shout out Bart. Thank you again for $5. In my country, Poland.
In my country,
Oh, he's from Poland.
You're going to talk like Polish.
CD accounts are now 8%. Should I send money and do it, or I shouldn't risk switching to other currency?
Listen,
What do you think?
I don't know the economy in Poland. I don't know what your tax ramifications are and the interest that you earn.
This is where Rafal comes in.
He ain't sending
know
no
what's
money
going on
nowhere.
there.
He
Yeah.
won't even send money to. Anyway, I mean, if you get 8% on a CD there, right now, if you get a CD in this country, it's probably going to pay you, I don't know, I think you get up to 3.5. I don't know, maybe 4 out there if you go online and look. But it depends if it's a 90-day CD. It depends if it's a 1-year CD, 12-month. It depends on the length that you agree to tie up that money. you know, that you don't touch it. I don't think you can borrow against CDs either. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. But the point is, you know, 8% there, if you're paying tax on it, then it's not 8%. So all I can tell you is right now, you can open up a money market account and get about 3%. You just have to ask the bank. They won't tell you unless you ask them, like I had to do. And a CD here will pay you probably half of that 8%. Or you go to tax-free municipal bonds and get 5% tax-free. Depends on your tax bracket. You know, all these factors have to come into play. What's your tax bracket? How much are you going to pay tax on the interest you're getting? I wouldn't go out of the country right now. You know, I would never go out of the country, but that's me. But if you're Polish and you feel comfortable dealing with Poland, then, you know, go for it. You know, maybe put a little over there. How much money you got stashed in Poland, Polak?
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Not much, really. I don't
You
know.
got any money in Poland right now?
Yeah, like $4,000 maybe.
You got 4,000
$4,000?
bucks sitting in a Polish account
But on a CD, yeah.
on a CD. How much you making?
There you go.
Honestly, it was like I don't remember.
You don't
to be
know.
honest.
Why don't you
Years.
check on and find
I
out,
put it on
okay?
CD.
Let us all know. We all
All
want to know what the hell the CD rate is on your account in Poland. Anyway, I wouldn't go out of the country. If you live in here, then spend it here. I don't know. It's up to you.
There you go.
What else?
Let's see. Shout out Showtime. Thank you for the $5. When are we going to see a collab with Grant Cardone?
I'm nowhere. He's on a bigger level than me. All right. So I
Listen,
don't know.
we're willing to collab with.
We got Frank
Mostly.
Shevis. We don't need Grant Cardone.
Everybody.
Shit. Frank, what the hell? Frank's out there opening up all those restaurants. He had them all closed up. He closed down all those restaurants with a hurricane. Now he had to go out and open them all back up. So you know what he did? I'm lucky when he's a hurricane because he takes all the food that's going to spoil and he brings it to my house. So we eat good. You know, during hurricanes, we always eat good because Frank brings over all the good shit from the restaurant. So we're eating good, baby.
Yep.
What else you got?
Shout out Lucas. Thank you for the $5. Ben, if you had to start over today, where would you start in today's market?
If I had to start over today, I mean, you know, it's all about the money you got. It depends on how much money you got. But I mean, I would definitely be out there trying to lowball shit, you know, and trying to buy some deals. You know, right now is not an easy time, especially in multifamily. But, you know, you got to get in where you fit in. If, you know, this guy's telling me they're still selling houses in Gary, Indiana for $5,000 to $10,000. If you got the balls to go to a rough neighborhood, you can buy a cheap house, you fix it up, you rent it Section 8, and you get busy. I mean, it's all about what means you have to get in the market. But, you know, right now, I'd be very careful, and I'd be lowballing the shit out of everything, especially if it's been sitting on the market.
Yeah.
What's up? Anything else? We dumped it tonight or what? Frank, you want to talk to anybody want to know about the restaurant business? We got a major restaurant tour as seen on all the news channels. You want to talk to anybody? You want to answer some question? Anybody got a question? Send it a super chat right now. You got a rare opportunity
send it a super chat.
to talk to the owner, CEO, and the head macha of Baystar, baby, of the finest restaurants in town.
Yep.
He's probably got at least a dozen of them. And he's always at them all. He's always in there getting his hands dirty. I don't know how he deals with all that shit, all that food coming in and going out. And he's got boats out there catching fish and all the damn employees. And the customers are always crying and the food prices are up and down. Oh, my God. I don't want no part of the restaurant business. But some people are a glutton for punishment.
Yep.
But the fact remains, I found out something I didn't know. See, your friends tell you a lot of shit, but they don't tell you everything. And I know a friend of Frank's that told me a story, and I believe it's 100% true. And he's in the concrete business, which you were supposed to go into probably. The guy that's a big shot in the concrete business, him and Frank grew up together. He used to let Frank stay at his house. Correct me if I'm wrong, Frank. He let you stay at his house because I think you were homeless. And he took you home, and he always, and you stay away from his sister. That's what he told you. And then what happened? So he brings you to work as a dishwasher. And he got you your first job in working in restaurants.
Very true.
Well, that's it. He started as a dishwasher. He was a homeless dishwasher. And now he's the big man in town, Mr. fucking Clearwater. And I use his name every chance I get. So that got me on a couple of speeding tickets once. Hey, I'm sorry, officer. I'm running late to go meet Frank Shevis. You know how he is. He's a tough guy to deal with. Oh, you're going to meet Frank Shevis? All right, well, tell him I said hello. Go ahead. Go. All right, what else we got? We ready to
All right.
wrap this shit up?
Yeah, we got a
Cooped
couple.
up in his house for 3 goddamn days.
Yeah, we got a couple more super chats. Well, one more, really.
Tomorrow you're going to go. Tomorrow we're taking your ass out to all our properties in Bel Air. We got the house on Willowdale. We got the dermatologist's office. We got the 3 little shops over there, and we're gonna have
what am
you
I-
cleaned it up.
Clean it up.
Oh, my guys are busy.
We
They
got
gotta
some
go to
rakes.
fucking Inglewood's, Publix's,
That's
and
all I
shopping
need, Rakes. All I need
centers.
is garbage bags. That's all I need.
Make sure you get the garbage bags, get the blowers, get the rakes,
That's all I need.
and oh shit, Frank, can I borrow a truck? I don't want to use my rolls. All right.
All right. Shout out.
A true story, real quick. Little Ben used to take my big black Mercedes and pop the trunk and put weed eaters and shovels and rakes in it and go to the toughest fucking buildings you ever imagined to go cut them and clean them. Go ahead.
All right. Shout out Bow. Thank you for the $10. I have 100K in equity with interest rates rising. Do you recommend refinancing to get the cash out from another deal? For another deal, or should I go for a HELOC? Any tips or ideas are much appreciated. Thank you.
All right. So basically, listen, if you take the HELOC, the money's sitting there. You're not paying for it, but it's sitting there waiting for when you do want to use it. So that would be the smartest thing to do. All right. Because if you turn around and do a refi and you get that goddamn money right now, you're paying interest on the day you touch that money. And if you ain't got no way to deploy that money into the right deal, you're paying interest on money that's just not doing shit for you. So, find the deal and then have the HELOC there waiting for you. That's what I would do. Anything else?
Yes, one more. All right. Shout out Energetic Evo. Thank you for the $5.
Energetic Evo. I don't even want to know what that means.
20. He's
21.
21, buying brand new condo in Hawaii.
Ooh, how are ya?
He bought it for $550K.
Holy shit, at 21?
10% down and have it at 4.75% max. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath rental that goes for $3 to $3.5 grand.
I don't,
Pretty
I
sure
don't
a
know what the
month.
hell he's talking about.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You bought a condo for $550,000 in Oahu, and you're only 21 years old. You did it with 10% down. Congratulations. You should be proud. Okay, because I couldn't have done that when I was 21. I'll give you a guarantee I couldn't have done it. I couldn't even buy a fucking condo in Oakland, California when I was 21. You got 10% down. So, and then it's 475. What is that? Is this interest rate? I don't know. You're either making money or you're not. All right. What are you left in your pocket at every month in your pocket? What are you left with? Okay. You got $55,000 tied up in this deal. What kind of return is it getting you? That's all that matters. You got to tell me. I don't know. You're the one in charge.
There you go.
Or go to benmallow.com/shop and consult with Ben. And he'll tell you everything you want to know.
Yep.
What do you got?
That's it.
That's it. We're
We're
done.
doing a $5
done.
minimum today, so that's it.
We're done, baby. Anybody else
We're
want to
good.
send a shout out to?
Yes.
Shot.
No, actually, yes, I do. Shout out. Where is he? Oh my god, I just saw you, Matthew. I can't believe I missed it. Anyways, he offered me to drive his Hellcat. He's right down the street.
Yeah. Why don't
Anyways, you
go
should
to
send an email.
Hellcat?
Send an email to benmala.com.
Ask
Ask Ben at benmala.com.
There you
We'll
go.
see about it.
All right, take us all.
Matthew
to hell
Hollick.
in the
That's what it
Hellcat.
Shout out Matthew Hollick. Appreciate you.
All right, bring that Hellcat over here. Goddamn, let's see what
We
it
could
can
do a video.
I'll put it up against my Bentley, see what that Hellcat can do. All right, folks. It's been a lousy week. We've been in a goddamn hurricane. What the fuck you want from my life? Anyway, listen, we still got rooms available. We still got tickets. You can go to Eventbrite and book your ticket to come hang out with us. Or you can go to the hotel. Marriott's even showing on their website. Go book your room. You get their website fixed yet, Pollock? BenMallow.com/live. If it tells you the website's down, they're lying. Just press the other
Just click
button.
advance.
Click advance and advance to us and buy your ticket, book your room, because I'll be looking for you.
Yep.
Don't leave me standing at the altar alone.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow all his social media at Real Ben Mala. Follow my Instagram at Aaron_Malalife. You can even follow Rafal.
It's in
Rafal,
the
what
video
is it?
description.
I wouldn't follow
Link is in
down
the
the
description.
goddamn block. Anyway, listen, things are suck right now. My interest rates are double. My hotel's ain't full. Come on down and help me. I need your help. I'll be looking for you. Adios, amigos.